Okay, here's a little YouTube video for anyone, anywhere in the world who wants to know what it's like living in a country that has been nuked 3 times. It ain't cool, man. It's not good. You know, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and now Fukushima. And this is the worst one of all because you have no idea how much radiation. I can't hardly. Here, just let me read it to you. Okay. This is from Arnie Gunderson. 3 reactors have melted. Corium fuel outside of the reactors lying in a pancake-like puddles in the bottom of the containment vessel, or melted through into the ground. TEPCO doesn't know the exact location of the melted fuel. Each reactor contains over 100 tons of radioactive fuel. Cold shutdown is impossible. Remember, Japan? Government said they've attained cold shutdown. Whoopee! Everything's going to be alright now, baby. Huh. Cold shutdown is impossible in this condition, says Arnie Gunderson. TEPCO's blueprint is impossible to achieve, or their roadmap, or whatever they want to call it. Reactor 4 fuel pool is in a very precarious state. The building, by the way, is leaning 15 to 18 degrees crooked, and the fuel pool's up on the 4th floor, full of fuel. Okay, it's badly damaged, and it's not able to withstand another large quake, which they're expecting. There's a 70% chance within 1 year's time there's going to be another 7-point or more earthquake hitting that area. There are 13 trillion becquerels per day. There were 13 trillion becquerels per day released at Fukushima, and now it's down to 10 trillion becquerel release of radioactive isotopes. Noble gases xenon isotope, unimaginable amounts of xenon gas 131 were released into the atmosphere. Oh, most of that flew over to America, by the way. Canada, the West Coast. Unit 3 had 30 bundles of MOX fuel, 4 years worth of plutonium in spent fuel pools. Toxicity of plutonium is like 1/1000th of a gram will kill you. Plutonium is absorbed into chlorinated water. The body thinks plutonium is iron, and the body will absorb into your liver and your testes. Ooh, not so cool. Which will cause genetic mutations. 24,000 year half-life. There you go. Who's trying to mess with the Japanese DNA? Because see, plutonium is going to change the DNA of anybody who gets around it. Mutations. Plutonium has been detected more than 100 miles from Fukushima. Car air filters and shoes have been found to contain high levels of cesium. Radioactive sewage sludge. Okay, they've been finding very high concentrations of radioactivity in the sewage sludge from the processing plants, that sewage waste processing plants, right? They have 50 football fields, 20 meters high, under tarps, football fields full of sewage sludge, very highly radioactive sewage sludge. 50 football fields, 20 meters high. That's where they're putting it. They don't know what to do with this stuff. They have no idea where it's going to go. It'll probably end up in the ocean, knowing how they operate. Anyway, Japan. So if you live in a country that has a nuclear power plant, you better really think about what's going to happen eventually. Where did they put all this fuel, this spent fuel? All 4 of the reactors, actually there's 6 reactors in Fukushima, and all of these reactors are, the fuel pools in the top of the reactors are full of fuel, and they have no place to put them. You know, they don't know what to do with these radioactive fuel rods, spent ones, and they're, you know, they're just like bombs waiting to go off. Every nuclear power plant is like a mine. It's like a landmine, just waiting for an earthquake or a tsunami or some disaster to blow it apart. People, wake up, get involved. Don't put up with it, or else become extinct. Not me. I have my flea bag packed. I'm ready to bolt out of this place if I think I need to. And right now, because the Japanese government is spreading the radiation all over Japan, they're even going to burn it near my house. I'm like 600 kilometers away from Fukushima, and there's very little radiation in my area. But now these idiots want to start burning it and saturate this part of Japan with radiation. Of course, it's not going to be near as bad as what happened in Fukushima and Tohoku, but who wants radiation in their area? Who? Anyway, back at you later.